we go from fall to winter, and there's a special focus on my first ever pole performance. And yeah, I wanted to give some context that, like, you know, this performance, I've been asked to kind of perform 2 or 3 times before, and I don't know, never ended up going for it because I was like too afraid, too nervous about rehearsal time, stamina, all that kind of stuff. But this performance was an opportunity to, instead of doing like a routine on a stage, you know, with all eyes on you, hitting the beat, hitting the moves to the beat, like whatever, this is like a more go-go style. So there's like a DJ, I would just be like part of the scenery, like adding ambiance, doing some cool tricks. So I feel like that was like a more approachable way to start performing. And I did. I did. And I only really had 4 weeks to rehearse. I knew I wouldn't be able to carve out tons of time for rehearsal. So it's like about an hour a week. I take you on that journey, those trials, those tribulations. And then to round out the video, we have food, friends, fun, adventure, all that good stuff is in here as well. And because I work 9 to 5, it's actually mostly just my 5 to 9 that you see in here and my weekends. So let's train for my first ever performance. The first rehearsal, the goal was to figure out which moves are consistent enough for me to include in the routine, basically. And definitely figured that out. So let's go. Let's get into it. I start every rehearsal with a couple climbs. Here I'm doing my good side, my bad side. I was trying to work on adding some more grace, drama, vibes, something that looked actually good for performance. And I last not as long on my bad side, but that's okay. It's because it hurts my shins. Anyway. This was me going for the first combo. I thought maybe a split on the pole would look cool. In the business of performance, you would call this splits for claps, which just means it's like a cop-out. But anyway, yeah, not consistent enough. Not gonna add that in. Then I remembered a combo I had been taught by my favorite instructor, Lychee, which you will see here. But basically my ethos for this rehearsal is if I can't do it on this day, it's not going in the routine because I only have 4 weeks to rehearse. So here is baby snake, and then I move into shishi spin, and then later you'll see me in ballerina. So yeah, that's... Here I pretty much wanted to get down the combo where I was not inverted. By that I mean upright instead of upside down. Yeah, I moved into trying an inverted trick that I thought would work. I've done this bird variation before, but not today. So that's that. Get ready without me. Haha, you didn't even get ready with me. I'm already ready. I realize now these get ready with me clips would have been a good opportunity to talk about where my headspace was at during this kind of mid-October moment. But since I can't remember exactly what I was thinking here, and I didn't really talk much, I guess I'll just talk about kind of, I don't know, my headspace for the whole month, specifically if we're talking about, like, you know, makeup and clothes. Oh, hi, it's my roommate. Hi, Isabella. Yeah, I mean, my shirt looks really weird in these clips. It looks normal later, but I think since graduating university, I've been trying to, like, rediscover what I want, like, my appearance to look like. I think graduating, there's that really big internal shift, and it's, like, only natural to want that internal shift to be reflected externally. Yeah, I still want to look young and fun, but also more adult, maybe more put together. I don't know, I don't always want to waste so much of my life away on, like, makeup or
clothes and stuff, but I also want to feel like good and how I show up in the world. So that's just been kind of on my mind lately.
Just like blend it all together. Child perfume, meant for adults. Chic. Chic. Look glamorous. Yep. Yep, I do. Oh my god, that looked really good. This so good. Is this a video?
No.
Why is that?
I know those.
This is potato and aged cheddar, and this is cabbage, and then there's meat.
Oh,
This is making me so happy that it's Instagrammable.
yeah, it's
As it is.
It still is.
Wait, what?
For the second rehearsal, I wanted to get more comfortable in my heels. I don't usually train in heels. They're more for like the dance elements of pole, and what becomes clearer and clearer in this video is that I'm not good at dancing. Not a dancer, I'm an acrobat. And that is evident from these videos. But I guess in the new year, I really want to get better at dancing. I always say that it's so hard to practice dancing when I'm so bad at it. It's so hard to do something you suck at so much, so I'm gonna try. But anyway, the heels are usually used in performance to make the lines longer, the dance more glam, all that stuff. So we're getting comfortable in heels.
I start off with the classic climbs, and then I included some little details at the end and some more kind of like leg wave stuff of me trying to be a dancer, giving it my all, giving it my best. Yeah, and another thing about the heels, which will come up when you see me attempting the combo I had decided on last time, is that with heels on, the foot position is slightly different because I was using the front of my foot in the shishi spin to, I don't know, give me traction, and that's not totally the same with heels on, so here are my attempts. My first few attempts at the inverted part. So here I'm thinking invert to Jasmine is what you're seeing right now, and then I'm gonna go for a bow and arrow. And I had decided at the second rehearsal that would be like a pretty reliable choice, and maybe like a little bit of that middle split kind of look. Then I played around with some handstands, and I did a final run through of the non-inverted combo, but I didn't want to make you watch it 500,000 times in this video, so that's not included.
Get ready for this part.
We've made it to Halloween weekend. From the minute the cool breeze arrived in September, I knew I was going to be Bibble of the early 2000s Barbie movie series. Real ones know, directed by Greg Richardson, Barbie, Magic of the Rainbow, Barbie Fairytopia, Bibble is Barbie's sidekicks. These animated films will change the trajectory of your life. If you haven't gotten the chance to see them, I highly recommend. I will say no one recognized me as Bibble on my night out. So that would be important to note if you find yourself inspired by my costume. Just know you won't get tons of validation, but that's fine. It's honestly fine. It's no big deal. It's just a little bit sick and twisted, I think. Yeah, tell me your favorite Barbie movie, please. I want to hear it. Yep.
Brazil.
Yeah, wow, trust the process.
Stop from One Piece.
Okay.
I don't know. I just got it.
They're about to commit whiteface.
Yo.
Oh my
Except for
This is so good.
it's like
Katniss Everdeen.
oh, like I'm the Mockingjay.
Yeah.
They Googling peppercorns at lunch.
Right, I'm gonna film it to describe after. Yeah. More boots. Like, I'm going to be reading tarot cards for the first time at an actual event. I read tarot cards casually for my friends in living rooms, but today we're doing it at a graduate event, Concordia graduate event. My friend asked me to help out for 1 hour and come read some tarot cards. So that's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna have some fun at this event, and then I'm gonna meet up with a bunch of friends for wings, and you're gonna come to that too.
This one says 901 crafts.
Hey, yeah, that's powerful. Yeah.
Okay, as you can see, we just ate a lot of food. Let me tell you, they were delicious. Number one, we tried jerk chicken.
Oh, honestly, 7.5 out of 10.
Yeah, 7.5.
Delicious.
Great rating. It was so yummy with the lime on it. Okay, then we had lemon pepper. 9 out of 10.
9 out of 10.
I love the rub.
9 out of 10.
I love the honey on top.
Oh, and the little lemon squeeze.
Oh, it's nice to have lemon rub, lemon squeeze. Yeah, we liked all of them.
They were all good.
Thank you, Double.
Thank you, Double.
You can like ferment pickles too. And
Yeah.
You can make like fermented, which is
I would
much
love
harder.
to get.
There are a lot of peppercorns, but I think they're kind of like.
Third rehearsal. The goal is to solidify the routine. Let's get into it. See what happened.
This is where I knew I had messed up. Classic climb, except this time I could feel that my arms were not working. Because on Tuesday during my regular pole practice, I'd done a bunch of moves I haven't done in a long time. So I was like all torn up, super sore, and I felt like I could not stick to the pole, and you kind of see me unraveling throughout the rest of this rehearsal. I mean, I did the typical combo that, you know, we've seen 100 times, but this time it was worse than ever before, which was awesome.
How's the act going? You know, generally good, but not today.
Okay, fair. That'll happen. Yeah. It looks really good.
The lesson I learned was not to train new moves when you're trying to train for a performance. I mean, I can be really hard on myself, especially when it comes to acrobatics. So I think, you know, this rehearsal was just part of that, like retraining my self-compassion voice. Not always successfully. I mean, here I'm screaming at the pole, asking why. So that's pretty dark. But you know, we work through it and we try again. It was surprisingly not a party weekend. I think when it starts to snow, you know, people want to stay inside. So I baked some cinnamon rolls and then I went to my friend's like incredible vernissage. I wish I could show all of the artwork and the incredible audio piece, but it's definitely not safe for YouTube, sadly. But it really, I mean, it knocked my socks off. And then some more solo dates, and later that night we met up with my roommate's grandma to have a fun little Saturday night dinner. And the next day I, you know, enjoyed some shopping, trying to find that wardrobe, and had a gorgeous little coffee date with my friend in the snowstorm. So I had a really nice weekend.
That we didn't make them feel prioritized, but it is something that really works.
The final rehearsal is just to make sure I feel good going into tomorrow. I was happy to come back on Tuesday, which is not featured here, to do my regular pole class. And, you know, I had my strength back. I was feeling a lot better. Felt like, you know, I was able to stick to the pole properly and that my arms worked. So that was really nice.
Notable moments from this rehearsal. I do my regular combo, looking extra glamorous. I had the studio all to myself. The open practice was actually canceled, so I was kind of stressed I wouldn't get the chance to get that last rehearsal in. This is me cleaning the pole, which is something I don't show, but actually between every use, the sweat from my body, which is what makes me stick to the pole, actually makes it slippery after enough time. So we wash it with rubbing alcohol and water in a spray bottle. And then with this inverted combo, I realized that Genie, this trick is Genie, would be a good way to exit. Then I was just playing around with more floor work. Yeah, so just running through everything over again, and I realized I had never shown also dry hands and glycerin. So the dry hands is what makes you less sweaty, and the glycerin is what adds moisture without slippage. So you can't use any moisturizers with oil or basically any regular moisturizers, or else you'll slip right off. But glycerin adds the right amount of moisture to stay sticky during the winter.
que vous êtes motivés?
Did have so much fun, but of course I'm really hard on myself, and that's another thing I learned through this process, that I need to activate that self-compassion voice, turn down the self-critic. I could do that, and I'm going to work on that because I need to be kinder to myself. But I had so much fun. Even though no one watched.